Oh, ho, ho, Christmas is over. So why am I doing ho, ho, ho? First thing I said, ho, ho. I don't want anything to do with Christmas, Danny. First words out of my mouth. What's up, Danny?
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Joe. How are you today?
All right, everybody. We got one person here that I know of so
Yeah,
far. We got
well,
to wait till people come aboard. But yeah, so here we are. And I guess this will be the last show. We never know. We never know. Or the last show of 2025. But man, I wasn't thinking of doing this. I thought the last one we did seemed like a long time ago, but it was only 5 days. You know,
yeah, the 24th.
yeah, Christmas Eve, Christmas
Yeah.
Eve morning, Christmas morn. Let's put it that way. And we'll talk about a few things as we get more people here about me going up to Maine and New Hampshire. New Hampshire. We just got back yesterday, late afternoon. First thing I want to say is hello, Eric. And I know that you sent me a card or something for Christmas. It's at the location. It's at the store. And I haven't been there yet. So I'll get there whenever I can. Hopefully today or very soon, before New Year's Eve. And I appreciate that. So thank you, Eric.
Good morning, Eric. Good morning, Walt Jasper.
Mike, well, Jasper, what do you say? What do you hear? What do you say?
Yeah, we got rain last night, and the temperatures rose during the night. You know, and some of the stuff is going to melt. We got 8 inches of snow. It's supposed to be 46 degrees today, so we'll get rid of some of it. That snow's a pain in the ass. I'm telling you.
I
Robin
know.
can't.
That's why I hate winter.
Robin is not allowed to shovel, and I can't shovel. You know.
Yeah. Well, let's talk a little bit, excuse me, about the snow. There's not a lot of people here, but what's going on? It says, remind me again in a week. No thanks. This Windows backup. Leave me alone. These freaking messages. You want Windows backup? Remind me again in a week. It's like, no, leave me alone. I'm recording here, broadcasting. I got hot tea, but it's too hot. All right.
I
So
I see I seen the temperature in your car. It was 4 degrees. What time was that?
um about 7 a.m.
Wow.
I went down. It's funny. I was driving when I started driving to come home yesterday morning from New Hampshire. Really, it was 1 degree. It said
1 degree.
at one. So I was all set driving. I was all set to whip out my camera. I was going to record it and say, "Look at this. This sucks," or something like that. And as soon as I pull the camera out, it goes up to 2. So I wouldn't let me. It like the car. I'm sorry, I got phlegm. The it's like the car knew. Oh, I'm not going to let him have fun. He wants. What's this? He wants to record something fun. I'm not. I'm gonna. I'll fix him. I'll go up to 2 degrees. I'm surprised it didn't go up to 75 degrees to screw up my video. But anyway, so when I traveled for Christmas, we left early I guess it was about 7 a.m. to go up to Maine, and we were driving, and I say this all the time. I'm done with Christmas now, by the way, but I like Christmas on Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, and Christmas Day. That's when I like Christmas.
Right.
Before Christmas Eve, come on, I still can handle it in December because it's the season, and afterwards I'm done. I mean, I want nothing to do with it after, but we had Christmas music, and we were listening to Christmas music in the car. It was a beautiful sunny day. The drive is about 5.5 hours up there. We stopped once, get a little breakfast. But what I like about it is I also hate snow. However, a little snow on Christmas is beautiful. And when we got up towards New Hampshire, all of a sudden the trees were filled with snow. The ground, the side, the rocks, the mountains, everything you see on the side. Not a blizzard, just enough to paint it. And then we get in there and it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Just enough snow. I mean, I don't know what it was, 3 inches. I mean, not a lot, but it was maybe more, 4 inches, 5. But it was perfect. And it really set the mood. And I was into it, totally into the Christmas vibe, listening to the music, the holiday tunes,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. You know, what I did. I did something that I haven't done in many years. You know, I put on the Yule log. You know, Channel 13 where they got the fireplace burning,
Yeah.
and they play the Christmas music. You know, so I had that on for like 2 hours, and then
Yeah,
they
it's
went
nice.
some programming. You know, but the songs they play, they play traditional, but a lot of songs that I never heard before, and you know, they weren't the greatest. But yeah, and I felt the temperature going up in the house. You know what I mean, with the Yule log on.
Well, I mean, it was, it's not, Christmas. That's what I want. If I'm going to see, I want to see it on Christmas. A little snow, not enough that it's a blizzard and you can't travel. Who wants that? You're stuck in the house. You can't see relatives or
Yeah,
friends.
that snow sucks. You know, when you get older, you worry about falling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you got a shovel because somebody falls on your property, you can get sued. And I got the other house. I got a corner house, so I got double sidewalk. I got the front and the side. You know, so the guy that lives there, my ex brother-in-law, he takes care of that. But you're always worried about somebody falling. You know, and then you have a lawsuit.
Yeah. And, I hate that movie, Christmas Story. Hate that movie. So when we get there, we get to the relative's house. What do they have on the TV? A Christmas Story. And it's not only that, it's on repeat 24
Yeah,
hours.
I don't know why. You know, it's just, I haven't like I didn't see no Home Alone. I got it on DVD, but I didn't watch it this year. You know, we got you know you know. In fact, today is the 29th. 1 month ago already, my brother's been gone. 1 month.
Oh, it's a month already. See?
The 29th today.
Yeah. Well, not only was a Christmas Story on 24 hours, but one of my girlfriend, one of her sisters, loves it and says, I can watch this. I love this 24. I watch it 24 hours. I can never get enough of this. And I'm sitting there again. I got to be the guy. I didn't say it. I wasn't like, I hate this movie. I didn't do that. Anyway, but the situation is such that I'm sitting in the chair with two
Right.
dogs. They got two dogs, very nice. I love the dogs. They're nice
Oh
dogs.
yeah. You come to love dogs.
Those
Hey,
dogs are nice dogs. I've always loved nice, friendly, well-behaved, quiet dogs, and that's them.
like Lola, right? Like
And
Lola.
no, Lola, forget it. And all they want, all these dogs want, are attention all freaking day. You got,
Yeah.
behind the ears, all that, all day. And they look up and they will smile, closing their eyes. They're in heaven. And see, I'm sitting in that chair mostly. I'm sitting in the chair on the couch, right there, looking at this. The TV's right there, and I'm looking right at the TV while they're inside cooking dinner and everything. I'm sitting there. It could be hours. And then, like over the days that followed, we were there 3 days. Over the days that followed, we had to deal with. I had to deal with Independence Day, the movie Independence. Everything that I can't stand. Newer. I say new movies. That thing's 1997, I think. But to me, movies have sucked for 30 years, at least 30 years, and they're all the same. They're all that music to the whole background. Well, that's enough for that. But I hate it.
And you know, Joe was nice enough to send me private clips. Motion picture, and stuff like that. I seen the dogs. I seen the people in the house and stuff like that. I was very heartfelt. I was almost gonna cry.
Well, yeah, good. Yeah, I'm glad because I got a heart of gold.
But he didn't send me his menu. Yeah, so I don't know what he ate. I have no clue.
Oh, turkey stuffing, turnips, cranberry sauce, that kind of stuff. All that stuff. Potatoes, peas. Yep. See, J.D. Thompson can't stand Christmas Story either. I hate that movie.
You see, I'm not wearing glasses because look at this. Look at the reflection you get. You know what I mean? It sucks.
Why are you telling me this? I'm not interested in your life story.
I actually don't mind you telling us this. I just did that. I look for any excuse to put that clip up. So anyway,
I get it.
But let's catch up on a couple. Mick, 64.
Good morning.
We've had 3 days of ice here in Michigan. Everything is covered in ice. Since Christmas, I only went out to put some salt down. And the day after Christmas, when I was up there, they had a routine where it was like the women were going to stay home and cook lasagna. That's what I had the second night. Or the third night. It was the third night. Whatever it was. I get mixed up. But anyway, we had leftovers the second night, the turkey, lasagna. And anyway, they wanted the guys out, like have a bonding day, a male bonding day. So we'll go to the movies. We'll go to see a movie. Only problem is there are no movies I wanted to see. So I had to play along, So I played along. And it was either going to be Avatar, which I have no interest in. It made me sick, the idea of seeing Avatar, because it's the third Avatar movie. I haven't seen the other two. I don't care to see the other two. And that was like 3.5 hours or something, so we didn't want to see that. Then the other two movies were Housemaid, which would have been the one I would have saw, which I think is about a crazy housekeeper, which is, a pretty girl. You get to see a pretty girl, and at least I can look at that for 2 hours. Well, we didn't see that. What they picked, and I went along with it, was Anaconda. Anaconda, the reboot, but a comedy with Jack Black and Paul Rudd, I think. And I'll talk about that on my movie channel. Speaking of my movie channel, Pumping Vinyl, good morning. What's up?
Good morning, Pumping Vinyl. How are you, William?
He says, rest in peace, Bridget Bardot. Yes, she passed away, 91, I think.
Yeah, she was beautiful.
I never thought of this. After the Bardot death, there's only 3 living people in the Billy Joel song. We didn't start the fire.
And one of the Pretenders song, she in the lyrics is Bridget Bardot. I don't know which song it is.
We can't finish downloading your update. I didn't want you to upload download my update now. Anyway, with the kids, we watched 2 movies. Christmas Day, The Cheetahs and Return of the Pink Panther. Oh, that's better than what I was watching. Yeah, Avatar. Yeah. Imagine having to sit through it. I can't stand new movies. CGI banana attacks, onslaughts. Can't deal with it.
I watched a documentary on Badfinger. What a sad story. Good morning, Robert P.
Hello, Robert P.
How's everything? Oh, something. I was going to talk about it later, but I'll talk about it a little bit now and later.
Save for a little bit later. Hold on. Taking Hunter and a friend to see Zootopia 2 today. Well, it's all right for kids. Five Nights Freddy 2. No. I'm sorry about this. I'm trying to get rid of it. I was thinking, when did we become the old guys in the balcony or the Muppet Show? This movie started to suck.
Those 2 old men were funny as hell, man.
And that's what I've become, and I'm okay with it. All right. So I think we're caught up for the moment, Danny. But what were you going to say?
Yeah, we'll get off the subject of movies. We can go back, but I told you Robin had a stress test the other day. Okay, so a few days ago she went for results. So she went in there and she says, "How good did I do on my stress test?" And the doctor says, "You did very bad. Nothing good about it."
No, Robin, give it to me straight, Doc.
What Robin has is 2 clogged arteries, one in her neck on the left side and one by the heart. So she has an appointment to go to get what they call a catheterization, angioplasty. They're going to go up there and they're going to put 2 stents in 2 different areas. If they can't unclog the artery, the next thing is open heart surgery. So I'm hoping that, because she's 90% clogged and she feels it. She's very fatigued. The left side of her face is numb. It goes numb. and that's a sign of cloggage. So that's the story. So she's very nervous. I just hope they can put that stent in, and clear that artery instead of going in there, under the knife, because I had it done. It's like 6, 7 hours, and it's a very dangerous procedure. Although they do it thousands of times a day.
There you go, Robert P. Well wishes. Well wishes.
Yeah, she needs everybody's prayer. She's very nervous. I says that ain't gonna help you any. So she's trying to move. She's supposed to have this done the 15th. I says, why did you postpone it? She's like, I got things to do in the house. I says, you got things to do in the house. You could have a stroke. He says, if that clot moves, you have a stroke. So I says, the hell with this stuff. There's nothing to do in the house. The house is clean. Get the procedure done. So she's waiting to get a call from the doctor to move it up because she's feeling it.
What can we say? Everybody cares about Robin, wishes Robin well, and let's hope for the best in 26 there.
In 2005, I went through the same thing. I went down to I went to the hospital, and Dr. Silverman, the same doctor we have now, cardiologist, he tried to unclog me. He couldn't do it. I had double bypass. 2 arteries were completely clogged. He couldn't unclog them. He couldn't put a stent in. So he told me, I'm sorry, but I can't unclog you, so you're scheduled for open heart surgery. So, I felt good in the hospital. They gave me Plavix, they gave me blood thinner, and I didn't feel anything was wrong with me. And it's funny because while I was there, they had on the TV, Eddie Albert from Green Acres had passed away. I'll never forget that, 2005. And I had the surgery done, and not even a week later, I was home. And it's 20 years later, I'm still here.
Well, there you go. The same thing for Robin.
All right.
Well, let me, again, everybody wishing her well, Robin well. Let me just catch up here a little bit. So do either of you guys have Oasis fatigue? I had Oasis fatigue without even ever hearing them. So
there's a thing about who's better. I know Rachel, Blur or Oasis. I don't know too much about Blur, but I love Oasis.
Now the transparent ones here says save the fest for Beatles fans. Who you gonna call? Ken Womack, because Ken Womack's starting his own. I didn't go to Ken Womack, so maybe the next one. But yeah, I haven't made a video on this. I haven't talked about it much. Honestly, I don't care. The fest, if its day is done, it's done. It's been going downhill for a long time now. And I've said the only reason that I like the fest for Beatles fans these days is because I have the YouTube channel. It's fun to go and appear, make videos, talk to friends, socialize, meet up. That's what I like. As far as the festivities. A lot of the great guests are dead. People, they're gone. The dealer's room is small because these days they charge too much for vendors' tables. And also, you can get everything online now. They used to show rare movies, rare videos and clips of the Beatles. Well, that doesn't matter anymore. Everybody's got them. I got them back there. Or I got them on YouTube. So that's over. So supposedly they're trying to reboot the fest, make it new and improved for 2027. Well, it just so happens I'm glad they're not having a fest in 2026 because that's my anniversary. It's a big anniversary, 15 years. And that's in March. And that was going to be when the fest usually is. So I was thinking for a long time, for the last few years, I thought, well, I'm probably going to have to skip the fest in 2026 because my 15-year anniversary is more important. So I was going to probably skip this fest anyway. So it's not a big deal. If they're going to have it again, they're trying to recreate it, new ideas, tweak it a bit for 2027. If it's dead, it's dead. I don't care. If they come out in 2027, it'll be new and improved, whatever that means. And 2027 is also good because it's the year of Sgt. Pepper, Summer of Love, 67. So it's a good year to come back. Flower Power Love, 67. 60 years since Pepper. So that's how I feel about that.
Look all the money you're gonna save. Hundreds of dollars, hundreds and
Well,
hundreds.
that's another thing. It's really expensive. The price is insane.
Sure, of course.
And I'm putting a call out. You want to know who I think should save the fest? You listening? Mikey Arugula. I already said a thing. Mikey Arugula.
Yeah.
Maybe he can create a fest. How's that? Hi, Jim. Season's greetings.
Hi, Jim.
What are your hopes for 26? Well, some physical things, that again. And I don't know, just to feel better, to do better for the most part.
Jim, when you reach our age, our hopes for 2026 is that we live.
Speak for yourself, Grandpa. No, so, but I am going to be making a video sometime today, tomorrow, or the next day or 2, 3, about this channel in 2026 and that whole thing again about what I expect my not this channel, the Mean Mr. Mayo channel, what I expect that to be in 2026. And by the way, I say good morning to Penny Lane.
Good morning, Penny Lane. Love you.
God bless Robin that they can effectively clear up the clogged arteries.
That's why it's very important because, suppose she didn't go for that stress test, okay? She would have just said, oh, I'm tired, never thought anything of it. And then once you become 100% clogged, we looked it up. It's called a widowmaker. Once you become 100% clogged, you die. That's it.
All right, enough with the too gruesome stuff. Well, yeah, let's get it. Come on. Well wishes for Robin, enough. Okay.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait. Jorgen S is here? No, I'm
very honored to have Jorgen here. This is pretty amazing.
Wow.
Pretty amazing.
You got a lot of what's that, Chick Rhea albums and shit. I watch you. I get a kick out of you. You're funny.
Good dag. Yeah, he watches it.
Wait a minute, Jorgen S. I like that gorilla that goes into your room and destroys all your equipment.
Yeah, that's. What's funny? I was a little bit. What, Danny? I'm trying to talk here. I was watching a little. I was watching a little bit of Doc's chat, Doc's, and I was kind of like just slightly nodding as I was watching it, which isn't hard to do watching Doc's chat. Anyway, and I'm falling asleep, and all of a sudden the gorilla part comes on, and I'm like, what the hell? And I got, for a minute, I was like, oh, that looks real. It looks real.
Yeah. That's his room. And this gorilla is destroying his turntable and stuff like that. I don't know how it's done, but it's truly amazing, but very scary. You know what I mean? But everybody gets a kick out of it because Doc is notorious for showing AI. He loves it, I love it too. Yeah, I like to watch. It's amazing. Like the Queen goes into Tim Allen's house, with Elvis and stuff. It seems so real, unbelievable.
Yeah, too real. And as I've said, all you people that like that stuff, you're gonna some of you will regret it one day. You wait. Yeah, the fest in the '80s were great. The '70s too.
Everybody's gone. What about 2026? The whole year. Are you gonna lose more people? Sad, really. When I'm 69. I'm starting to think about it. How long I got left.
Yeah. Who knows? Even a transparent one says enough death and misery. I couldn't agree more. By the way,
it's part of life.
Maybe Andy. Andy can take over. Andy. The two legs, Andy. Who knows? And then you got also Skylar Moody.
Anthony could take over.
Oh, I don't know about that. Yes, I saw the McCartney autograph at Infinity Records. It looks real to me. It's the one that's on the So Bad 45 picture sleeve. That looks pretty real to me. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, health is the number one thing. Should we talk about a teeth update?
remember, when you're healthy, you're wealthy. Because you can have a lot of money, tons of money, and be sick, and it doesn't mean anything.
Health is your greatest. Well, what I want to know about, It's been 2 weeks and 2 weeks and 3 days since I had my back molars removed here. And I got to tell you, I don't know how to describe it to anybody. I got a bone graft done there too. And what I want to know is there's still like a gap in there. It's like it's not solid gum. It's like there's gum on one side, there's gum on the other side. And there's like see the path? There's like a path going through that's brown. And I'm like, what is that line? Is that the bone graft? Does he think that he leave like an opening in there in case you put the screws in for implants one day? Which I don't know if I'm going to get them. I don't understand.
It's gonna heal over. Come on, Joe.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. It's taking a long time. We'll find out.
Did you ask him if it was veal bone they put in there or what? Or
I think he put a
you got
Danny bone in there. I put some Danny bone.
You got some serial murderer bone DNA.
Nah, I didn't ask him because when they do that, it's either number one, your own bone somehow, which I don't think they got. Number two, it's a deceased person, a cadaver.
Oh, sure. It wouldn't be living.
Number three, it's an animal, like a veal cutlet or something like that. Or or a dog or something like that.
Yeah. Lola.
And in all likelihood, which I didn't want to ask. I didn't want to know. I'm getting it's synthetic. So I showed my Chris, is that Ray albums?
Chris Ria.
Yeah. What do I know?
I don't know if I said hello to you, Jorgen, but it's not, I'm happy you're here. A big surprise. That you're here.
I mean, you're welcome anytime.
We love you.
We'll get you on the screen one of these days, but today's not the.
I got to go up on dock sometime, and join you because you bring joy to the channel.
Peter Boothroyd, Happy New Year. Yeah, we haven't said that yet, have we?
No, it's not New Year yet.
Now, see, Eric says, yes, death is part of life, but let's try to emphasize upbeat subjects. Try to tell this guy that. Try to tell him.
Yeah.
Now, if I have to choose between, let's see, Ray's asking me, a frog song or bogey music. Well, that's not even difficult, Ray. That's not. I like bogey music. Everybody bogey, I dig that bogey beep beep beep. I like that. I don't like the frog the frog chorus. Wow, frog chorus. No cookies this Christmas. It actually lost 2 pounds. Get a load of that. We'll eat popcorn with butter today. I need to walk again. That's what I need. I need to get back into the walking.
Robert P., that butter ain't the greatest thing either. That's high calorie stuff.
Well, listen to this guy. I found out that butter is actually pretty good for metabolism issues. I discovered that when I was on my trek.
Yeah, artery clogger.
Okay. Now watch this. Eddie says, been watching your channel for 10 years or so, but I never comment. I actually watch all 3 of your channels. How great is this? Never miss a video. Awake now. So figured, what the hell? I'll say hello and thanks for all the vid. This made my day, Eddie. This made my day. Thank you. And if you want to, I would like to hear from you more. If you don't want to, no pressure. But I like hearing from new people. And I appreciate your support and watching it. Hey, Danny, is Lola your favorite Kink song?
No, not really. I can't think of the titles, but one of the Celluloid Heroes, I think it's called.
Oh, I don't like that song. Oof.
I like that song, and one they're known for. I don't know. I can't think of it right now, but no, not my favorite. But at the time, I in the 70s, I named my dog Lola. She was a beagle. He was a beagle. She was a beagle.
Good morning, Beetle Eddie. Eddie, now we have Beetle Eddie.
Good morning. Good morning.
Big fan of you both. The other Eddie says, love your musical taste, Danny.
Thank you. I'm not like Joe.
I like a lot of music.
No, he likes the hits. They got to be hit songs.
No, I don't. Every time we go through this conversation, you're not going to get a rise out of me today. Every time we go through this conversation, I tell this silly man the same thing I always tell him. I love Bob Dylan. I like all Bob Dylan stuff. and 90% of it, and he doesn't have hits. It's not hits with him. Okay, it's cerebral thinking and poetry and stuff. So that doesn't work. Although I do love hits the best. Yes, and I will say that I have no shame in that whatsoever.
It's I can't say Dark Side of the Moon. Like an album. Think of an album, right? That's a great album. Like, oh, okay, Kiss, Destroyer. Oh, I like 2 songs. The whole album is great.
I don't know the whole album, so I can't say.
Joe don't have the patience to listen to an album.
I do have patience to listen. You don't know what you're talking about, numbnuts. You really don't.
First of
On
all,
the way home, I listened to on the way home. I listened to Fleetwood Mac Mirage. Okay, and Fleetwood Mac's Mirage. I like every song on it. There's 2 hits on it. Gypsy by Stevie Nicks and Hold Me was the single. Those 2. I like every song on it. Empire State, Straight Back. Okay, it's all right. You want to keep going?
With Joe, it's always I like a few songs, you know.
Not always, Daddy. With some artists, it is.
With Joe, there's got to be a hook in the song. If there's no hook, you don't like
Daddy, you see, you're doing it again.
Radio, you don't like
it. Then people wonder why sometimes I get out of control, because he's out of control. It's like he won't stop. I just got done proving with Bob Dylan that I don't like just hooks. I love hooks. I think a catchy commercial pop song, verse, chorus is a great lineup. It's my favorite. But I don't only exclusively like
Joe won't pick up like Crowded House or Split Ends or things. Thomas Dolby, Gary Newman.
So what?
Like that.
Will you pick up Bob Dylan's albums?
No, it sucks.
Then shut the hell up. Okay, there you go. Now you're making me get upset. You know what, folks? I'm getting out of control a little bit, and the reason for that is very simple with this guy.
I'm afraid that stupidity always brings out the worst in me.
Stupidity?
Yes, stupidity.
Why do I have to waste my time outwitting morons?
What's that song that you like? I Got You. That's the only song you like. What's it?
Really low by them. At one time, I remember I had a compilation album by Split Ends, and I played like some of it on vinyl. I played the first set. I don't think I cared about was I Got You. That was it.
You know,
I don't have to like every song by every artist ever created. Nor do I have to listen to every song by every artist ever created.
It's enjoyable to find new music. You know what I mean? It's enjoyable.
When I need advice from you, I will ask for it. When I need advice from you, I will ask for it. When I need advice from you, I will ask for it.
Like I always say, the best music comes from England. I don't give a shit what anybody says. The best music comes from across the pond.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Let's see now. I gotta like. Is the movie channel tonight? Yeah, I'm supposed to do the movie show tonight. I got to think what time. Yeah, I should be able to do it tonight. I'm going to put the ad up. It'll be somewhere around 5:30 p.m. Eastern time over on my channel. And you know the name of the channel, don't you? No, you don't? Okay, well, here it is. Mr. Cinemayo. Subscribe over there, please. We'll do the movie show. I do this with some people on there. I got Tom Hunyadi sometimes joins us, and Tim Allen joins us. And I'll be doing it over there about 5:30 p.m. Something like that, maybe 5. I haven't decided the exact time. Look for the ads. I'll put the ad up. Okay. We had a substantial snow at the start of December, but then it warmed up and rained, and so we had a green Christmas. Now this morning there is new snow. That's nice to know.
We're so sorry, Uncle Albert. We're so sorry, Uncle Albert. We're so sorry if we caused you any pain.
All right, I work this time normally, which is why I can't see the stream as often as I want, but I have Christmas vacation right now. Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh, good for you.
You're asking, Ray's asking, Beautiful Boy or Stand By Me? Both. Depends on my mood. If I could only pick one, it would be Beautiful Boy because it's an original, I guess. Blood Sugar Daddy, Too low 76 this morning. I added cocoa to my coffee.
Robert must have heard my alarm go off. In fact, it says high glucose. Let me see.
The Fest in the 80s would have we did this one, yeah. Look at this is disgraceful. Disgraceful. 202. Take care of yourself, Daddy. It's gonna be a new year.
I know, I'm dying.
I'm gonna take care of myself. Yeah.
I'll come down. I'll come down.
All right, let's see. I'm way off here because the more we talk and stuff, I gotta. Wow, I'm way behind. Okay. Okay. All right, I'm catching up. Wow, Jesus. Thank you, Joe. A lot of days I'm down and out. Your videos bring me up a lot. We appreciate you. That is what we're talking about. My girlfriend and I talk about this all the time. You know, life could be depressing. Life can be, especially in the 21st century, which sucks. And she says, you know, well, you have to look for reasons. She says, like, if you can add something to somebody's day, make somebody happy, put up content. Like in my case, put up content, somebody laughs, somebody learns something they didn't know, or they just like watching things I'm showing with Beatles memorabilia, whatever it is.
And I make people cry and depressed, you know.
Yeah, well, that's important.
That's important.
And the Robert P. has watched from the beginning. Yeah, I don't like the Father Christmas song. I hate that song.
What?
I don't like the song, the Kinks song.
Oh, what's the name of that one by Greg Lake from Emerson, Lake and
That one
Palmer?
I like. I forget the name of it.
Something like that. I don't know.
They said there'd be snow on Christmas. They said there'd be peace on it. I love it. It's like a negative. It's a sad thing.
He had a beautiful voice, Greg Lake.
Yeah, well, Beatles will always be number one, no matter what anybody.
You know, it's Oasis. Come on, Oasis.
I'll pick Michael Nolan over the Hey Jude geek.
We're so
sorry. We also watched 2 Laurel and Hardy silent films, Liberty and Big Business. I assume one of those is with the Christmas tree. I'm getting like carpal tunnel in my thumb, in between here. I noticed that when I was driving for like 7 hours yesterday, and I was holding the phone.
That's it. Holding the phone, playing with the keyboard and shit like that. That's what happens.
See this, Danny? Do you like Fleetwood Mac's Mirage album?
Yeah, and Tango in the Night, The Dance.
Don't just name albums though. What songs do you like on Mirage?
Oh, I don't know the title. You know, I'm past that stage. I used to remember all that shit.
Case closed. Case closed. What you said about me before.
Yeah. All right. How many songs do you like of Black Sabbath?
Iron Man. Paranoid. Is Paranoid the song that goes? I like 2 songs by them that I know of.
Hey, Pet Sounds.
Oh, Pet Sounds got like 3 songs on it.
There you go. I like 3 songs. Hey, what about Alice? I got my Alice.
Oh, School's Out. He's Back. The Man Behind the Mask. Oh, that's the new album, huh?
Yeah. Alice is my favorite American band.
There's some love here for Harold Lloyd. Harold Lloyd was a bit of a genius. You know? I always listen to full albums a lot, but my music ranges all over, from rock to punk to pop to blues to oldies, even country. Me too. I just hate rap. Me too. I like a lot of music of all genres. I just don't listen to every single album by every single artist all the way, through or anything.
Joe, you got to make the time. The problem with Joe is he has 3 channels, okay, that keep him occupied the rest of his life. Answering comments, making videos, doing live streams, then going on to other people's live streams. That's it. It's all over.
By the way, yeah, there's a lot of work with 3 channels. Another thing, I don't know if you know, they've offered a new feature on YouTube in the comments. But it's only available to your phone. Instead of responding to the comments with typing, you can make an audio. You can have a message. You could talk into the thing and say, "Thank you for your comment, Danny. I hope you'll continue to watch the channel," or something, and you hear your voice instead of typing. I don't know if I'm going to use that much. Okay, I just got the new hello, Harold, by the way, Bob Dylan. Yeah, I was thinking of getting that. Is that the same? Was that the early one? The early Dylan? I hope so. Okay. Thoughts on the recently surfaced demo of Love of the Loved? Well, now I'm going to ask you, is it, I've heard a demo of Love of the Loved, but the one I heard was always 30 seconds. You telling me there's one with the full song that surfaced? By the way, you know, I should also mention that they have the version of 1963, I believe, of What Goes On that surfaced with John and Paul singing. And I got to tell you, historically, it's a great discovery. Listening wise, I much prefer the Ringo one from Rubber Soul. Well, Tom, again, this is two times in a row he won't be able to join tonight. You're going to have to hand in your card to the to the movie show. Not so, because Tom makes it what he can.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. We heard about your report. We wish you well.
I pray. I'll be good, though. I'm positive.
Can you get me?
Can I what?
Oh, people out there, you know, there's groups out there that you probably never heard of that are great. One of them is Shoes. It's not the Shoes. Shoes. Okay, and then you got the Babies with John Waite. You know John Waite from
You're kidding.
the Babies. Two great bands.
All right. So Ray's friend. Oh, that's the baldy guy. That's the guy that wears a hat to cover his head. Shared a demo of John singing What Goes On with different lyrics. Yeah. Here you go. Do you like the song 6 Months in a Leaky Boat?
I got the album. I got the album. In fact, I got all their albums. Yes, I do like the song.
Oh, hello, Tom. Everybody saying hello to Tom. I want Ambrosi 3 on colored vinyl.
Jim.
Last night, my wife and I listened to Double Fantasy. She was in a Yoko fan, so I played the 2024 remix of Mind Games after that. Well, Yoko's great on Double Fantasy. Isolation and Remember are so different, it's hard to say. I'll go for Isolation if I have to pick only one. Oh, Yoko or Free the People? Well, come on. These are all like, these aren't even simple. What? They're both good. I'll go for a Yoko.
Oh, Josh, Planet. Oh, you didn't get there yet.
No, I didn't get there. You wait. No, I'm nuts. I gotta hurry up. I like I'm Your Angel because it's lighthearted and fun. Yeah, it's also a ripoff of the song Making Whoopee. She got in trouble for that. Yeah. Ray says, if I was in the same room as Polygram, I'd whip his Andy Cap hat off. Reveal. I'll Be Home for Christmas is normally done all sad, but Tony Bennett did a version that was upbeat and happy. You ever hear Don? You know Don at the record store? He did a version. He wrote the lyrics. He did his own song. It's somewhere on my record store videos. I'll Be Homeless for Christmas. I'll be homeless for Christmas.
Are you kidding or what? That's for real.
He did it himself, you know.
Wow.
Yeah,
$1,000,000. That's Black Sabbath.
I Am Beatle fatigued, McCartney tired, and Ringo worn out. Power 9 CD set. I tossed it to Brad. Wow, man. Good to have a friend like you. Okay, Ray says poor John Heaton made a video about an album the other day. No one cared. The Mighty Heaton is, well, I'm not going to read the rest of that. What the hell is Definitely Maybe?
Oh, that's Oasis.
Who cares?
That's an album. That's the album title. I don't think it's a song. I'm not sure now. That's the name of the album. No.
You met Paul and Ringo a few times as well. Now I'm jealous of that. Danny, I agree with all your musical tastes, but I don't like Oasis much.
It's a matter of opinion. Matter of opinion. You guys are losing out. That's all I can tell you.
I like the Ram cover with Danny. You should
We're
get
so sorry, Uncle Albert.
I'm not playing
that song he ever did. That's a freaking classic.
It's one of the best songs he ever did. I don't know about the best.
It's the best.
That's what you say.
Genius.
Yeah, I know. Martin left this comment, and I don't agree with Beatles. What's not nobody's picking the beat about. Nobody's picking on the Beatles about it. It's Beatles fatigue is the individual's fault, not the Beatles themselves. The music is timeless. I agree. Where's the argument? We have no argument because he said that in the comment. The music is great. It's not their fault that people listen to it so much that they get burned out on it and need a rest. Of course, the music is timeless. That's AI, Joe. What is AI? Here we go again. What does that refer to? It could be anything. Is it true that Peter Jackson's doing an 8-hour movie about Oasis?
Well, of course it's a joke, but maybe someday.
This is interesting. Now you see, I received a couple of audio responses from Matthew Street, but I can't play them on my computer. That's a good point. Yeah, I saw that Matthew Street was using them. They told us you could use this a while ago. Okay, it was a new feature. But if you can only play the response on the phone, a lot of people won't get your response, so it's better to type. Yeah, see, Tom Magnotti, 2 weeks in a row, he missed the show. Favorite show of all time, The Odd Couple. That's one of them. I don't understand people who don't like this dummy over here doesn't like The Odd Couple TV show.
Not for me.
It's hilarious.
I don't care. That's your...
Boy, you had a busy day. You should stop being annoying to me.
He doesn't like the show because I insult him with it over here. I use it as a clip.
No, I don't like it at all. It's not my kind of show,
I guess you don't like comedy.
Roseanne is funny. That's a good show, Roseanne. Or even George Lopez.
Roseanne is not funny. It's just a bunch of trash, those people on that show. Too bad Tom can't be with you on the movie discussion. I sure hope Tim Allen will be there. Yeah, Tim, well, he should be there.
If Tim Allen ain't there, I'll show up.
But, I told you could show up if you want. Why don't you come on today?
Yeah, but I want to talk about like Debbie Does Dallas, Two Girls, One Cup, shit like that. You know what I'm saying, Joe? I want to talk about legs and ass. That's it.
Could you put that into words which even Caesar could understand?
I write the songs that make the young girl.
He doesn't write the songs.
Oh shit!
Answering comments with voices AI, but that's all right. That kind of AI, I don't mind. I mean, using a microphone to talk into it, you could do that without AI. That's all right. Talking about faking things, All right, let's go back here because I usually don't like talking about this guy, but supposedly there's a picture of him after he passed in the book. I had that book.
He was with that group that did Something in the Air. Jimmy McCullough. He was with that group. I forgot the name of the group. They did that song, Something in the Air. Yeah, he played guitar in that song.
Then he tells me that I don't know music other than the Beatles. Have you seen the video of Paul meeting Klaus's woman again? It's very awkward. Klaus is instructing Paul, and Paul doesn't take it well. No, I didn't. But again, everything with you, Breege, is very negative all the time and very dramatic. I don't understand that. Absolutely. Oh, Yoko is one of the catchiest songs John ever wrote. People just hate it because it's Yoko about her.
Oh, Yoko, my love will turn you on. I love that song. I like the way he sings that song, man. I wish I had vocals, man. I can't sing. I sing
Yeah.
to Robin, you know.
I give
Good
it.
night,
Hold up good enough.
Ivy. Good night.
Put It There is a good Paul documentary, as is The World Tonight. I think that's true. Both of those are good. Yeah, it's very good. I'm giving away half my CD collection. Just tired.
Wait a minute. You missed Jorgen's a comment. Yeah, definitely maybe.
Hey, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. No, I didn't miss his Jorgen's comment. You missed it. It was up there for a while, and you said nothing because you didn't notice it.
Best song live forever. That's correct.
Nobody knows it, so what's the difference?
You see the Jorgen, you see the video, the official video? Very cool.
Well, I have not heard of this. This is a new one on me. Full version of Beatles rehearsing Misery in the Cavern Club. I have never heard of that. That's a brand new thing. I'd like to see that, hear that. The new Alice album is great, Danny. Did you play it yet?
Yeah, I did. Yes, I love it. That's the original band. I seen the original Alice Cooper band in '73 and '74 in New York City, Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, tonight I'm going to be talking about that lousy movie Anaconda that I got stuck seeing. But nobody even commented on it after. There were 4 guys there, and after it was over, nobody even talked about it.
You know, Billion Dollar Babies had the original Alice Cooper group, but I seen Welcome to My Nightmare tour that didn't have the original Alice Cooper group, just Alice.
I have fatigue in that I don't want to spend a lot of money on buying the Capitol albums and anthology again. I could never get tired of their music. Well, look, I don't think people understand the idea of my video about being burned out on the Beatles. I never get tired of their music per se, but I don't want to hear it every day, You think the Gallagher brothers can stay friends for 8 hours? I don't think so, from what I've heard of them. Danny's not here, so he can't comment on that.
The Gallagher
too bad, Danny. You got to stay there.
Unbelievable.
Oh, a couple of times we're run in with Paul, not even going to try to meet him, just seeing him in the Hamptons. I'd carry my Sergeant Pepper. No way am I going to put up with seeing Oasis when I freaking talking about Paul McCartney. That ain't going to happen. I carry my Sergeant Pepper picture disc, asked for a photo with, but he always declined. Yeah, see, that's not right either with him declining. This is my personal time. That's how they figure. They figure it's my personal time. See me as part of the gig. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. Let me know when it's good for you. When you're not vacationing in the Hamptons, we can meet another time when it's more convenient. Maybe next time on tour. How about you invite me backstage where you're doing the gig, and then it's okay. We don't us as fans. We don't have an opportunity. By the way, Eddie, we got to talk about this more often because I have a way that I think I could get a picture with Paul in the Hamptons. Let's look for it this summer. I have an idea how to do it. Okay. The funniest American was the late Don Rickles. Oh, Don Rickles was quite funny. Very good. He did insults that you can't do anymore today, So
made me laugh.
Yeah, I don't care. This is the only place on the internet anybody talks about or shows anything.
Gallagher, the genius, right?
Yeah, we did this. Okay, Murray the cop playing guitar. Oscar, who is this? Nose Feliciano? That's not a funny line. Murray the cop has a big line, a big nose, and the line is, "Who is this? Nose Feliciano?" Come on, great freaking show. He's laughing. Go ahead,
Stupid shit. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, everyone loves Raymond. It's funny, but I got to tell you, that wife, man. You know, she freaking is a nasty, abusing wife. That wife, Patricia Heaton, is cute as hell, but she's a freaking annoying freaking wife. She really is nasty to Raymond all the time. Yeah, I'm sure about that. I'm sure that can happen for sure.
Crying misery.
Well, this is true. The Rob Reiner story I talked about. I met him twice, and he met him recently with Vinyl Tap. We took a picture with him. He was a nice guy. Both time I met him. One time I got a photo with him. Next time a year later, I enlarged the photo to 8x10. I signed it the next time I saw him. And it was but nice both times. Now, politically, whether you disagree or agree, politics aside, the guy's a nice guy. That's it. Nobody knows Live Forever. I'm sure I've seen the video of Live Forever. Okay, off to the races. Thanks for saying hi, RP.
Oh, have a good day. Take care.
I saw Oasis live, never the Beatles. This guy here promised he was going to see Oasis this past May, I think, and he never went.
Because it's too much trouble.
Yeah, but it's not too much trouble to see a Paramount Beatles show.
Robert, what happened to me this morning? Say it louder.
You fell.
I fell this morning.
You fell again, huh?
Yep.
No, Robin, I don't like hearing this. You're falling all the time.
Robin to get me off the floor. You know, it was hard to get me off the floor. I couldn't get up.
Well, that's a bad thing. What are you gonna do if you're by yourself one day?
Well, I'm not going to be by myself.
That's a silly thing to say. You don't know that. That is a serious. What a silly comment.
I don't mean I have somebody else. I have somebody come in and take care of the house and stuff like that and pay them. That's why I'm saving my money, because you never know what's going to happen in the future. I don't like you. I spend it on Beatles, and solo Beatles like that. And in the end, you ain't got shit.
When I need advice from you, I will ask for it. When I need advice from you, I will ask for it.
I was invited here. You knew I was coming.
Now, I was invited here. You knew I was coming. Yeah, sure. That's right.
Yeah, I knew you were coming. That's why I got all these clips of your idiocy. But don't tell me how to spend my money. And by the way, I don't buy as much Beatles as I used to, or records, or anything.
I'm not telling you how to spend money. I'm just advising you, since I'm older than you and you're my little brother.
You're advising me?
Oh, sure.
When I need advice from you, I will ask for it.
All right. Let's go back. I'm glad you're doing better with the dentist. Your videos with Dental Lady was a total curb episode. Curb Your Enthusiasm. Yeah. Well, since I got I still feel like it's over 2 weeks and I still can feel, not pain, but although every once in a while I get the slight twinge, like a twinge of jaw, like pain. Not a lot.
Joe went to a dental office. On the counter, they have piles of candy and cookies for people to eat. Right? What dentist has candy in the friggin' office to eat?
Exactly. And also, but I could feel like it's not going to stop. So hold on. But I also can feel that I could feel like there's like it doesn't feel right. Even after 2 weeks, I can feel there's something not right over there. Like it's not natural yet. I don't know how long it's going to take. And the bite is off, which I knew would happen. All right, let's get Danny back.
She took $360 out of his pocket.
Absolutely. I got ripped off $360.
That wouldn't have been me. If that was me instead of you, it would have been a different story.
How so, Danny?
I would have requested my money back.
Good luck. Good luck.
They didn't do anything.
They did do things. They took x-rays. They did the 3D printer. They did all this stuff. They looked, the time. That's all done, okay? They did do things.
And no medication. Nothing for the infection. There's a lawsuit right there.
Okay. We watched Wake Up Dead Man third Knives Out film. Very good and interesting. Okay. Well, comedy is completely subjective. You know, one person could say something's really funny. The other person doesn't think it's funny at all, right? So you got to look at it that way. For sure, I see McCartney all the time. I was meeting Robert Downey Jr. this summer. He drove past me in his green Bronco. It's nuts. I'm at the point I don't ask anymore. Yeah, they say everything. Look, I had my autographs period, 80s and 90s. It's done. We're finished. Okay, Beatles or Zeppelin, Beatles or Stones, or Beatles or Oasis. I don't know what this means.
I do. I'll take Led Zeppelin over the Beatles. I'll take the Stones over the Beatles, and I take Oasis over the Beatles. There you go. There's your answer.
You should stop being annoying to me.
Man, you are annoying, boy. What's silliness? One time in New York City at the Saturday Night Live rehearsals, I waited above the ramp, and his guard wanted him to sign for me. His personal guy, and his car got stuck in Christmas tree, and he still wouldn't sign my album. Yeah, nicey Paul all the time, huh? He's not nice. Lennon not always, 99% of the time. There's stories where he wouldn't sign Lennon, but he signed a lot. You don't know what you're talking about, Peter Boothroyd. Don Rickles wasn't just a lot of talking fast with confidence and saying things that don't make much sense. Nonsense. He did personal insults. He used to personally insult people. And that was funny as hell. He's not just talking fast with not making sense. Yeah, I know. I always love Paul. Yada, 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 yada. I was watching some John Lennon listening on the car ride home to some John Lennon audio interviews from 1974, but ones I never heard before. Yeah, we all know the WNEW one, but there were some other ones. He was so fun, so funny, so deep, so nice, so kind. The way he talked, this stuff with them trying to slam John Lennon today, such a joke. I mean, sure, he had his rough side like anybody else, but come on. People who don't even know these, young kids today, they don't know. Yeah.
Yes. The one video is different than the other video. The one where he's inside with the pictures behind him and stuff like that.
At least you got a nice tour of the facility, Joe. There you go. We got a nice tour of the facility. I saw I love it. I saw Rob Reiner on an Andy Griffith episode from '67. He was everywhere. Oh shit, Daddy, be careful.
I love videos. I like them both. You know.
I've been watching forever, so I know everything. Big fan, just a shy dude. Well, you don't have. How could you? Oh man, wait a minute. Oh. I don't know where, guys. Oh, boy. Got a twinge in my headache. What I do, lean forward too much or something? Stretch my neck too much? Big fan, just a shy dude. There's no reason to be shy when you're typing and nobody can see you.
Who's this Eddie guy? Sorry about my brother.
He was. What are you talking about?
What?
He said who he was. Who, Eddie?
Yeah, Eddie.
We talked about him earlier when he first came up.
I don't remember.
You got the picture.
I got other things in my mind, you know. Don Rickles wasn't the greatest. He insulted people, you know. It was funny in the beginning, but
Ringo, I got lucky. My dad was friends with Van Halen, so I got backstage when he played Westbury. Are you kidding? Where the hell were you in my life then? Now, come on. You knew me then. You knew me, Eddie. You watched the channel for 10 years, you said. You could have said, hey, Joe, if you want, I can get you in with Ringo. You know, I'm really disappointed in that, man. I could have went backstage with Westbury Music Fair. I saw them there many times. Come on, Eddie. And he said, sure, and wrote Love Ringo on my drum head. I stupidly didn't ask for a picture with him. Wow. Man, you know, Eddie, there's still time. Let me know if we can arrange anything. I'd be eternally grateful to you.
Did Lola get medicine? Yeah? Hi, Loli. Come on, Loli. Hi, Lola. Come on, Lola. All right.
That's true. Rickles was outrageous, the king of the insults, but he was a product of the times. I don't think his comedy would succeed today. No, it wouldn't, because everybody's too worried about their fees. I couldn't get my family in, only me and my dad. I'm sorry, buddy. Well, I'd have to substitute for your dad. I'm sorry. Enough with that. There's that dog. There's Lola. Or baby. Do you think Oasis is better than Zeppelin? You know, I'm not going to put any more Oasis comments up. We're done with that. Rickles was also a versatile dramatic actor, as witnessed in the Beach Party series. He wasn't that good of an actor, I don't think. He was a good comedian in the movies. I mean, I saw him in Casino, and he was nothing special in Casino. No, it's not okay. Don't say it's okay. It's not okay that this guy, this dunderhead, didn't pay any attention. We were on here. You were on here before we talked about this. I mentioned at the beginning, I've been watching Joe for 10 years, all his channels.
Oh, you don't have to be sorry. You don't have to be sorry. You don't have to be sorry for anything. You know, I'm not that kind of person, you know.
No, you don't have to be sorry for anything. You know, I'm sorry. Sometimes I do the show.
We're so sorry, Uncle Albert.
You want me to? I'm not putting it up. Nope.
You don't have to put it up.
That's why you're doing that, because you want me to put it up.
I had that song in my head one day. I couldn't get it out, man. Certain parts, it would go from one part to another part, back. It's crazy. Those earworms, you know. I couldn't get the song out of my brain. I said, "What? If that's the only song that Paul McCartney ever wrote, he'd be a genius." Just think the arrangement of that song. How I can't describe how the music changes from the first part, second to the third. You know, sing it, Danny. Yeah.
I never saw Any Which Way But Loose, so I got to pick Cannonball Run over that.
Yeah, I take music as, you know, what I like is what I like. You know, I don't really say, oh, this group is better than this group. I really don't do that. You know.
Well, how could you with you like an Oasis?
You know, after 60 years, you get tired of talking Beatles. I mean, come on.
No, nobody gets tired of talking about the Beatles. That's why all these channels they'll be talked about forever because they're great.
I want to talk about Taylor Swift or Bad Bunny. That's what I want to talk about. Yeah, I tell you, when songs get stuck in your head like that, and you can't let it go, like you're in bed and the song's playing. So sorry, Uncle Albert. We're so sorry if we caused you any pain. You know, Joe really fucked that up. You know, the music is not synchronized with the lyrics.
Say that one more time. I will never play it again. I know you want me to keep playing it. Okay, I did it because I wanted to cut the music out as much as I could. Okay, I'm shorting the clip. It's my channel, my business, buddy.
Joe the Butcher. That's what I'm going to call you.
Really funny, yeah. Good shtick again.
Shit. Joe's getting aggravated. You can tell.
Because you're stupid.
This is Joe. He's getting aggravated.
And stupidity brings out the worst in me.
I'm afraid that stupidity always brings out the worst in me. Stupidity? Yes, stupidity.
That's why.
When he plays that clip twice, watch out. If he plays it once, it's not so bad.
Ray says the problem is too much talk about the Beatles and not enough listening. Well, you can't really mean that, because if it wasn't all these people talking about the Beatles, Ray, you'd be out of business. Even in his last years, Rickles would be AFI tribute events. He would tell Martin Scorsese, "I never liked your films," or tell him to sit on a telephone book, and the director would laugh. Why'd you sit on a telephone book? John was always my favorite. I actually have a Bob Gruen portrait of him. I got at 18 tattooed to him on my leg. I know you're not a tattoo fan. Boy, you really have watched me for 10 years. Yeah. Yoko loved the tattoo when she saw it. It's interesting how Taylor Swift is one of the biggest artists in the business nowadays, and I still can't name one single song by her. Me either. Says a lot about how much I care for her. Exactly.
I couldn't name a song, but she's billionaire. She's billionaire already.
Got nothing to do with it. Flavor Flav was a billionaire. What difference? What does that got to do with anything?
It goes to show you, well, I got streaming now, and well, her
Cardi B is a billionaire. Eminem was a billionaire.
No, I don't believe that.
Is a billionaire.
No, I don't believe all those people were billionaires. Maybe millionaires, but not billionaires.
What I like about the 2023 Red and Blue albums is the sound quality. I like there's a lot of improvements on there. Danny, what do you think of that Triumph is reuniting for a tour this summer? Never was able to see them.
I like Triumph. They're from Canada. They made great albums in the 80s. Great band. I think it's a 3-piece band. I'm not sure. But yeah, why not? We don't have too many of these original bands, playing today. Like you go see Foreigner, no original members. Luke Graham is gone. Mick Jones is gone. Those are the two main guys for Foreigner. And you go to see the Guess Who at one time, no original members, only the drummer. I don't know if Burton Cummings and Randy Bachman are on their tour, because I'm pretty sure that the Guess Who's touring, But without them two, it's not the same. How do we get talking about Don Rickles?
I'd rather talk about Don Rickles than the crap you just talked about. There you go.
Very good. That would be good. I want to know what love is. That's him singing. He had a great voice. Luke,
I like a bunch of his songs. By the way, I bought the Double Vision album back in '78, I think, and I like songs on there that aren't even Blue Morning, Blue Day, Won't You See Things My Way. That's not a hit. I also like Love Has Taken Its Toll. Love Has. So those are not hits. So Danny, stuff that remark you made earlier about me. Yeah, I know
that's are willing to sacrifice. Oh, love. That's the first album. That's the first album.
This guy tells me all I like or know are the hits, and he sings a hit, Cold as Ice. To see what I got to contend with this man. It sucks. I'm such an ELP fan, and I'm a drummer. I wish I could have saw ELP.
Oh, I love Emerson, Lake and Palmer. I can't believe people, man. I can't believe what people. Most people know what Keith Emerson did to himself. He unlived himself because he wasn't able to play anymore. So you're not able to play anymore. So you become a professor of music. You go and you teach other people how to play instead of, forget about the concerts. You can't do that no more. Oh, fine, you did it. You're famous. You got plenty of money. You make good music. Go teach other people how to play. Not go off in a room and unlive yourself.
I know, it's ridiculous. There's only one reason in my book to unlive yourself, and that's if you're in serious health problem mode where you could never feel good, never enjoy your life. You never can be yourself. No matter what you try to do, you'll never enjoy life again. Then is a different story.
It's unbelievable. It's very sad because to me, he was the greatest Moog synthesizer player ever. Okay, and there's another one that comes to mind. Okay, yeah, a whole lot of love. Yeah, that's not the easiest song to sing. Bob Welsh. People know out there who Bob Welsh is. He was with Fleetwood Mac, and he did solo albums. You know, French Kiss. He did a lot of great solo albums. You know, he didn't want to be a burden on his wife. So what did he do? He outlived himself.
Ridiculous.
I went through that. I can't sing a whole lot of love.
Baby, I'm not fooling. I better sing, yeah, back to school. And
I tell you, Robert Plant is one of a kind. You know, he was a great frontman. You know, for Led Zeppelin. You know, and I loved his voice. His voice went perfect with his music.
Sex Pistols are touring next year without Johnny, whoever.
Lydon. Sex Pistols. There was one guy that has a show on YouTube that was with the Sex Pistols, but I can't remember his name. The guy's pretty good. He has guests on the show.
They are not touring. No way.
Yeah.
I'll agree with this, man. James McCartney is like the anti-Paul McCartney. Everything about him is what Paul's not. It's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Brad Kelp from Boston, the lead vocalist for Boston, another one who outlived himself. Very sad, you know. Look at these people. You know what happens to them? Tragedies. You know, even the guy from Chicago, Terry Katz. Terry Katz, the early Chicago. And what does he do? He plays with a revolver, and he shoots himself.
That's a smart thing to do.
Very sad. That guy was a great guitar player for Chicago. And it was on a lot of hit songs with early Chicago. Terry Katz. You'd be surprised when I know music, you know, other than Beatles. You know, you get tired of that shit.
You like the song "Ballad of Hollis Brown"?
That's Bob Dylan, which I hear.
Because I've told you that. I've told you that. You don't know anything. Stop sitting out. You know everything about.
Knocking on heaven's door. That's about it. You know, a great song by Bob Dylan. I have to say, it was given to the Turtles. It ain't me, babe. No, it ain't me, babe. That's Bob Dylan who wrote that song.
No shit. No shit. You know Bob Dylan's version? Never mind the Turtles version. You know Bob Dylan's version of it? Do you like Bob Dylan's version of "It Ain't Me, Babe"?
Yeah, I heard it's a lot slower. And most of the time, I'm not even talking to you, Joe. We have an audience here. You know. I don't talk to you because I know what you're all about. You know, you put me down.
You should stop being annoying to me.
Why do I have to waste my time outwitting morons?
And you know, I learned George Harrison played slide guitar on Day After Day. You know, with Badfinger.
Well, what do you know? You learn something new.
Yeah, and on a few of the tracks on Badfinger albums. You know. Yeah, Jorgen. Shame. I watched a documentary on him. You know, he was with somebody on the couch, and I don't know if he had a few drinks, but he claimed there was nothing in the gun. He pulled the trigger, and it was one in the chamber.
Yeah, well, I don't need to hear the lemon twigs. You know, this is the thing. You know, it's like I don't. This is a thing. I don't mind suggestions, you know, Eddie and stuff. But the thing is, I can live my whole life and not listen to the lemon twigs, and I'll be fine. You know, I don't understand what everybody's upset. It's not my thing. It's never been my thing. to try to learn and listen to every new thing I can. It's not my thing. If something comes my way and I like it, I like it. You can't. Life's too short to be listening to everything. And you miss repeat listen to things you like already.
You can listen to new stuff. It's a moment in life. So what? You have other stuff you're not listening to. Who cares? You're listening to something new, something that you like, that you learn to like. Come on, Joe. Come on. You're in another.
When I need advice from you, I will ask for it.
The only music you listen to is in the car. Other than that, you don't listen to music in the house.
Well, I don't have the situation here where I can listen to it.
No, headphones. You buy a nice set of headphones, Sony headphones.
I prefer not listening to headphones. But see, this is another thing that irritates me about this man, because we talk about the same thing. I tell him the same answers over and over again. Now you wait another show. He'll say, "Why don't you use headphones?" Even though I told him here why I don't use headphones, he'll ask me again.
Great. That's the best sound you can get with headphones. A good pair. You gotta spend $400 or $500 for a great pair of headphones. You know.
You want to talk about a song about unaliving yourself? Listen to Ballad of Alice Brown. I want you to listen to that song and get back to me. It's a song about.
No. I wanted you to listen to A Rocking Chair by Oasis, and you never did it.
Yeah, I think I did listen to that crap once. No, we did a show here once when we listened to. Live here, I listened to a couple of songs by them. We did that once.
No, I don't believe you played them. You know,
whatever. Yeah, I know it is an aggravating voice too. It grates like freaking nails on a chalkboard. His voice.
I'm telling you.
There's 7 breezes blowing all around the cabin door. Dun, 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 dun. Your eyes fix on a shotgun that you're holding in your hand. There's 7 people dead on a South Dakota farm. There's 7 people dead on a South Dakota farm.
There you go.
Somewhere in the distance, there's 7 new people born. Dun, dun, dun. That's a great ending. Poet. Oh boy.
Yes.
Like I said, man, I don't know. I'm happy, what I like, and that's it. And also, I discover new things all the time. That's not what you want me to discover.
No. They were discussing on Docs yesterday, Mr. Moonlight. It will be a B-side to Mr. Moonlight. It will be I'll Follow the Sun or Here Comes the Sun. It was funny as shit, Well,
anyway, Eric's asking you to sing Mr. Moonlight, and
I don't know the song. You could put something through my head like this, and I couldn't tell you how the song goes.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
No. And I'm still surprised today. I'm 69 years old, and they still mention Beatles songs that don't sound familiar to me. I don't know these songs. Like, what song is Junk? Who did that? Was that Paul McCartney?
Song.
I don't even know.
Don't you like deep cuts? Or you just like the hits all the time? You just got done bashing me, said all I listened to, all I know was hits.
There's a lot of Paul McCartney albums that I don't have. I don't have them all. I don't have Egypt Station or Paul McCartney. How
come it's okay for you not to have them all or not to listen to them all? But if I don't have all or I don't care about all,
yes, I got one album by them. Yeah, they're good. I like them. Yes, sir.
Well, finally things are back to normal today. I get to take my girlfriend to work. There you go. You like I Will, Danny?
No, I don't listen to the White Album too much. I'm not crazy about it. There's other things that I listen to,
The White Album has songs for everybody on it. Every kind of type of music. Very versatile. There's no way you can listen to the whole White Album and not like stuff on it. It's impossible.
I have it, but I listen to other things. There's other things that I like to listen to. I listen to The Fall from England. You know, bands like that you don't know anything about.
Do you like Jenny O?
Who?
Jenny O.
Never heard of her.
Oh, yeah, because you don't listen to different things. You got to expand your horizons a little bit.
I don't. It's too much.
And not only do I love Hackney Diamonds, I played it yesterday in the car on the ride home from Maine. I love Hackney Diamonds. A bigger bang I've never played.
What's your favorite greatest hit compilation? Greatest hits compilation. I say Paul Simon.
Yeah, I hear what he says about I Will.
Yeah, I don't remember that song.
That's because you don't know deep. Wow, 85 minutes into James Farley. What happened, man? Hello, by the way. Good morning, James.
You gotta go out, Baba? You gotta go out.
Tell Me Straight is a great song. It's nice to hear Keith sing. It's one of my least favorite tracks on the album, but it's okay.
I love Motley Crue. I got probably 99% of the albums. I might be missing one.
In case anybody wanted to know, the Garbage Men are finally picking up garbage for Eddie, Beetle Eddie. Just in case you wanted to know, they were supposed to pick it up Saturday.
I wanted to know. What are you doing?
Playing with his dogs over there. This is a good time to end the stream, I guess, because Danny's busy playing with his dogs. What do you think? I hear him protesting. String Theory was maybe the least country-sounding song on Ringo's album. Look up. It has a nice 60s sound to it. Yeah. Was it Danny who said the Beatles were a really good singles band? I don't know. Was it? He's not here. He's off doing other things. He's supposed to be here. You know, just imagine Danny like doing a radio show or something, and then a talk show, and then he just leaves. You know what I mean? That's. I don't want to be the new Don Rickles, but with Danny, I'm kind of evoking the spirit of Don Rickles. Well, we're not ending it just yet. But anyway, I hope Eddie was good talking with you here. Hope you come around regularly if you can. But I mean, we don't have much longer to go with the stream. Even if I keep it going, I have to end it in like 10 minutes at the most. So. Danny could do a call-in radio show. Then when he steps away from the microphone, the other guests can talk to each other. Well, he pulls this stunt every time lately. Get all the news. Oh, there's news. There is some news, James, I got to say. There is definitely news. Trying to drink my lukewarm tea.
I don't know if Bob is still here. Oh, he's here. I got responsibility, Joe.
You do that on your own time, not on this time.
I got 3 dogs, and when they
Well,
gotta go to the
that's where
bathroom,
your wife can help out when we're on the
she
live
can't.
stream.
She's in bed. She can't do anything.
Have you listened to Anthology Revisited? I don't know what that is. Ray says, and Matthew Street is ahead of you with AI. Well, no offense to Matt, he's a good guy, and I like his channel and everything. We're friends, but he goes too far with the AI, I think, in my opinion. Yeah, talk about no respect. I invite Danny. He goes on someone else's live stream.
That guy was funny. I gotta see if I can find a DVD with his comedy sketches on there.
Yeah, I was thinking of this too. Yeah, Mikey Arugula could buy the Beetle Fest. Whoa, Robbie, look at this. Thank you so much. What a generous.
And you wanted to cut the stream, dumbass. Thank you, Robbie, for
Thank
Joe.
you, Robbie. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yeah, this has been, I got to tell you, December has been a slow month for me when it comes to,
$50.
I really appreciate that. That's very nice of you. As always, poor Robbie always takes the load on his shoulders himself. Anybody else there wants to help out? How about the transparent one out there? What do you want? You want to give it a little bit? What do you say there, transparent one?
At least hit the like button or thumbs down. It doesn't matter.
Oh, by the way, I want to make one thing clear, because this is how people think. Not you, Peter. But people, just because I don't like AI doesn't mean I'm never going to use any of it. Because I do think some of it's funny, and it's usable, but within reason. You know what I mean? I think some of it's really hilarious, like this, for example.
Hey, Joe, you've got too many records. One day that floor is going to fall through. It won't be able to take the weight.
That's some funny shit, man. Very generous.
I mean, I've used some AI thumbnails. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't mean I'm never going to use it, particularly the cartoon stuff, the stuff that looks like animated, But, so before people go, oh, this guy says he doesn't like AI, he's never going to use it, then he uses some. What is he talking about? I'm just saying, I dab my foot in the water a little bit, but I'm not going to go overboard with it.
Well, is it considered copyrighted material or not with AI?
Don't know.
We don't know.
You know what I like best, Lulu? I remember that one. That was kind of funny. I got to admit, it was funny. I'm sorry. AI is okay for an occasional still picture, such as Abraham Lincoln wearing headphones or something like that.
Yeah, Doc has the best. Yes, sir. What's going down?
I don't know. We're coming to the end of our show because I got to get ready soon. I got to decide if I should I got to get back to the walking, the mall walking, I stopped that and I got to get back into it, but I'm feeling like, I got to do it. I think today I'll start it. Get ready for the new year. I'm also thinking I might do my Wellness Wednesdays. I might do that. I'm definitely going to do it again, but whether I'm going to start this Wednesday or the next Wednesday in 26, I don't know. Okay, Eric, I'll try to get your card as soon as I can. Thank you for sending me the card. I didn't get it. I didn't get it physically yet, but
Yeah, have a great day, Eric. Thanks for coming. It's my baby.
Is there going to be a movie show tonight? I said yes earlier. Now I'm thinking I don't know, but I think I'm going to try to do one. I think I should be able to do one. Just stay tuned for the time because I don't know the time yet. I'll put up a little announcement.
Oh, we can have another live stream.
That's okay, Danny. I got my annoyance quota with you today already.
Quota. Shit.
Would you agree the closest talent to McCartney is Brian Wilson? Absolutely not. The closest talent to McCartney is John Lennon. But Brian Wilson, like I said, he was okay. I think he was overrated. Yes, I do. I say that. Yeah. You'll get to see my sloppy handwriting. Oh, okay. At least you can write. Unlike Daddy doesn't know how to write. He used a crayon.
Yeah, I don't know how to write. I never learned.
Sure. Just kidding.
Right, Lola?
Yeah. Lola. Don't forget to subscribe to my other channel. I know you're all subscribed to my other channel. It's no use to say it. But, with 2 other channels, I got to do year end for me, Mr. Mayo channel, talk about what changes there'll be in 26, and I'm going to announce a couple of things I'm going to try to do for 26, which I hope I can do.
Well, Brian Wilson suffered from depression and drugs, and at one time he spent 3 years in bed.
Yeah. It's also better with the 3 of you for the movie chat. Tom sees lots of movies. Yes, he does. He does. Well, he's not able to make it tonight. It's 2 in a row. God Only Knows is basically the same song as Penny Lane. For No One Leaving Home, in my opinion, brilliant. Well, God Only Knows is not as good as those songs. I like God Only Knows, and I know that Paul McCartney says that's the best song ever written. I think it's okay. It's pretty good, but very good. I don't love God Only Knows. That's the only part I like. God Only Knows. Well, that part I like. The rest of it I don't care about. Penny Lane is scores, eons, and 401 and Penny Lane, both eons, light years better than God Only Knows for my money. Thank you, Jorgen. Anytime.
Oh, nice seeing you here, Jorgen. You take care there in Sweden.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to sign off now. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Now, tonight, there's a 60% chance I'm going to do the movie show. So, why not? I shaved. When you shave, you want to use it. You know what I mean? That's how it is. Make a video, do something, do a live stream. So there's going to be that tonight. I don't know what, late afternoon. I don't know what time it's going to be. 5 o'clock, maybe around there. I don't know. Eastern, that is. Eastern time. All right, so that takes care of that. That's for Monday. Wednesday I may do the Wellness Wednesday show. I may do that because I'm getting back into gear ready for the new year. So I might do that. So look out for that Wednesday. Friday, I got to be with this guy again. We're going to do the next Danny show Friday morning. Right, Danny?
See?
It'll be our first show of 2026.
See?
So you got that. And then you have Catch Up with Mayo. Just me on my Mr. Mayo channel. It should be Saturday. All right, so that's it, everybody. So, Danny, you have a chance here to say goodbye to people. You think I'm going to cut you off?
He's going to cut me off, everybody. Goodbye, everybody. I love everybody.
That's all you got to say. I let you say it. I didn't cut it off.
We're so sorry.